Hey ladies, it's Julia Ellis, one-star diamond coach, founder of Team Passionate Living, and nurse, dog mom, happy wife. Enough about me though. This is the weekly webinar for Team Passionate Living. It is August 3rd, which is insane to me as flying by so fast. Just got back from Summit. Life is crazy, tons of family visiting, work is awesome. So much going on. It's summertime, which in Maine means you are busy every second of every day because you didn't want to miss a second. But that also means you're exhausted all the time, but also really fulfilled and really just excited about everything. So welcome to the webinar. Tonight is top 10 tips for Beachbody success. And these are things that I have found that have helped me, things that I have heard other coaches and top coaches mention as really important steps in your business to be successful and to build a really strong foundation, a really good reputation, and to make things easier to for people to relate to you and for you to just work with more people. So without further ado, I am going to share my screen. And we are going to be looking at the full screen view of my top 10 tips. So tip number 1, successful people don't get distracted by what other people are doing. I want you guys to remember first and foremost, okay? There are 4 vital behaviors in Beachbody, and they are personal development, inviting, being a product of the product, and recognition, okay? So those are the things you need to be focusing on first and foremost. There are trainings in your Coach Online office for every step of your business that are the bare bones of what you should be doing and what you need to know. If you just knew all of that and followed those things to a T, you would have an exceptional business and you would be extremely successful. If you do all the extra things, I'm not saying you won't be more successful, but sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the glam of other people's ideas and top coaches and what they're doing. But those coaches got where they are because they were doing what we are telling you to do, what corporate is telling you to do, what our online office, which is free and on your own schedule and available to you 24/7, and you don't have to wait for anybody to post, and you don't have to listen to me talk. And you can get on there anytime and just blow your own mind with those trainings because they are incredible. But what I don't want you to do is be distracted by what other people are doing and telling you to do. If it sounds like something you're interested in, a good idea, something you really want to try, then try it. If I tell you that we're all doing something as a team, you still have a choice to do it or not because it is your business, and that is the beauty of this thing, is that you have total independence. Okay, so don't get distracted by what other people are doing. Run your business the way you know your business should be run. And don't worry about the rest, okay? Things like Success Club and rank advancing, leadership ladder, the Coach Online office trainings, and the 4 vital behaviors are really the core pieces of what you should be focusing on. Tip number 2, one big family. Grow your community. So what I mean by that is add new friends regularly. Talk to people when you go to the grocery store. Hold a door open for an elderly person. Make a family group for the people who want to be in your Healthy Fit Family page, right? Make an ongoing event. Right now I'm doing Country Heat in my event page, but my event page has been used for the Summer Bedroom Booty Challenge. It's been used for 22-minute hardcore. It's been used for Summer Slim Down, Bikini Boot Camp. It's been used for a bridal boot camp. It's been used for all kinds of things. And so now I have about 500 people in there who are excited about these programs, who want to see me posting. And they're getting excited when I come out with these new programs that they haven't seen yet. Okay, so an ongoing event can give you a different type of exposure. It'll give you a different audience that's intentionally tuned in to what you're posting in that event page. I know that when I post on my regular wall, I think some people have either unfollowed me altogether, or they may have just started. Sorry, I'm exhausted. It's been a very long week. But anyway, they may have also just started to tune you out. They're like, well, yeah, she looks great, and yeah, she's doing all this stuff, but I'm just not there, and I don't really want to see it 'cause it's making me feel bad about myself, and they may just tune you out. So a event page allows people to come in and intentionally see you, intentionally read what you're posting, intentionally find out about a product or a group or a situation that you're sharing about coaching or whatever. Okay. So that's an awesome thing to have. Adding new friends regularly is going to allow you to have different people, new people on your page that haven't seen you before, that you haven't invited before, that maybe you knew a long time ago, but you need to reconnect with, or maybe you have mutual friends and you might actually really like each other if you get to know each other. Become more open. Something that's hard for me and a little nerve-wracking is starting up a conversation with a stranger. So when I travel now, I do talk to them. Where are you from? You married? Got kids? What do you do for work? All the just basic generic questions. And of course, I ask them in a more interesting way, I'm sure, and I share about myself as well, but I end up giving them my business card, which I got a business card with my before and afters on it. And I feel super proud of that business card. And I give it to them and I say, I'm a nurse, but I'm also a wellness coach. And for me, it is more important than my nursing because I prevent illness, because I help people get their confidence back, because I help people to get their life back. I help people to really live and enjoy themselves. They hear my passion and they see that card. They see that I'm serious, that I took the time to A, make the card and design it, B, print it out, C, have it shipped to me, D, pay for it, and E, carry it around with me like a weirdo and then give it to strangers, right? So make a big family. Continually expose yourself to not the elements, not in a weird way, but expose your business to the world, okay? Tell people what you do. Otherwise, how will they know? Tip number 3, care for others. Care about others' well-being more than you care about what they think about you. This is a hard one. When I worked in the critical care unit, there was a nurse that I worked with who was hypercritical of my eating habits. I ate. I love food. Everyone knew I loved food. But when people would bring in donuts and when people would bring in buffalo chicken dip with all the cheese and cream cheese and whatever else, when people would bring in chips and French onion dip, and when people would bring in soda and pizza and all the other things, donuts in the morning, I would resist. I would get my Greek yogurt with fruit and coconut shavings that I loved so much, and I would go in the break room and I would eat it by myself, and I would go back to work and busy myself taking care of my patients, which was a very hard job, and it was easy to stay busy. But I just chose to not do that because for me, it was important to not feel disappointed in myself. It was important to not feel bogged down with pizza grease and not have energy to get through my workday. It was important to me to not step on the scale and see myself go up 5 pounds because I felt like having pizza. Because for me, it took a lot of work and a lot of heartache to lose the weight that I did. I used to get up in the morning at 3, 4 in the morning before I knew my husband would be awake, and I would work out in my underwear because I would sweat so much and be so hot and so short of breath that I literally couldn't handle wearing real clothes. And I would grunt and I would groan and I would sound like I probably couldn't breathe, and I was an embarrassment to myself and probably to anyone who saw me. But I would focus and I would try so hard to get through those workouts. And I was so out of shape and I was so embarrassed of myself for letting myself get there, for letting myself develop a heart problem, for letting myself get depressed and anxious again after years of literal therapy I put myself in to get over these issues. And I'm being open with you because it is hard for you to look past someone judging you, especially knowing how far you've come, or even if you're not there yet, but you're still just struggling through the moment. They don't know how hard you've worked. They don't know how hard you're working. They don't know your dreams unless you tell them, right? So I explained to this girl one day, I said, I hear what you're saying, and I know it seems weird that I don't want to eat the pizza and I don't want the donuts and I don't partake in these things. But here's the thing. I've lost 25 pounds over the last, 6 months, I think it was when I talked to her. And I feel so much better. And I remember feeling the way I did before. And I was miserable. I was so sad and I was so embarrassed and I was hiding my body and I didn't want to go out, had no energy. I was always late when getting out of work because I didn't have my shit together when I was at work. I was exhausted. It was hard for me to move room to room, let alone get everything done. And I said, I really appreciate that you want me to eat like everybody else. But for me, I know that if I give in, I'm going to keep giving in and I'm going to repeat that same cycle and I'm going to be back up 25 pounds just like that. And I know it's so much easier to put it on than it is to take it off. So thank you for offering over and over again, but I just really can't because I know myself and I'm happy the way I am living. She understood. And guess what? She is now one of my challengers and she's doing great. She's learning to eat healthy and she's now making those choices that I was making and she is not getting crap for it. But I cared about her. I cared about her enough to explain. I cared about her to not say, what a bee, and never talk to her again, right? I cared about her enough to, when I got a little further out from being in her face all the time when I switched jobs, to reach out to her and say, hey, I know that you were really skeptical about how I was eating, and I know you didn't quite understand what I was doing, but I really feel amazing, and I've made such a difference in my life just by doing a few simple things and having some support in the groups that I run now that it used to be run by someone else for me. I would love to have you in it, and I would love to have you experience what I've experienced and feel as good as I feel. Are you interested? And she said yes. She said, oh my gosh, yes, I've been waiting for you to ask me. I'm so sorry for giving you a hard time, yada, 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 right? So care for others. Don't give up on them. Don't take it personally when people block you, unfriend you, stop talking to you, tell you you're stupid for not eating nachos, okay? Because those people are insecure. I had a girl talk to me today who said she literally blocked me because I was looking too good. That was literally her reasoning. I was friends with you for a long time, but then I blocked you because you looked too good and I couldn't even stand looking at your posts. That isn't about me. That's about her and some self-hatred going on, feeling insecure about not looking the way I had looked. And I don't look like I did then now because it's a fluctuating thing. And she would see that if she hadn't blocked me. But now she has friended me again and is going to do my challenge group. So keep caring for people. Tip number 4, help everyone. If you ask them, do you want to do my challenge group? And they say, no, I can't afford it. I can't do that right now. I can't do that right now. I feel like crap, but I can't do that right now for whatever reason. Ask them what their goals are anyway. Continue the conversation. And if it seems like they're never going to be able to afford it, but they are hurting, they are sick, they are tired. I'm tired. They aren't able to chase their kids around. They aren't able to, just do regular things. And they're a hurting unit. If they're super obese, if there's all these issues going on, or they're just super skeptical and want to try things first, would you like some free videos in my support anyway? And I'm sure that they'll say yes. You get a full month of videos that help me lose 10 pounds in a month. And you get my support because I'll be your coach. So just sign up under my account, sign up for this free account, and make sure you cancel it before the 30 days are up. Otherwise, you'll get charged $40 for the following 3 months. And if you want to keep the on-demand online stuff, that's great. You can continue on that with $40 every 3 months, or you can save up for one of my groups in the meantime, and that would be $140. Okay? So welcome them to your family. Help them. The whole point of this whole company is to end the trend of obesity and help people live healthier, more fulfilling lives. So if not everyone can afford that and you're just turning them away, you're not going to be building that community. People are going to say, well, I guess I can never work with her, right? So maybe they lose 10 pounds during the on-demand trial. Maybe they're so impressed like I was when I did that they sign up as a coach. Maybe they sign up as a coach and rock their business like I'm doing. Maybe they're your next diamond on your team. Imagine all of that, okay? So help people. Want to be a coach with a challenge pack? No, can't afford it. I'd love to make money, but I can't afford it. Okay, want to be a coach for $40? Do the free 30 days of on-demand? Yes, I would love to do that. Welcome to the family, okay? Your coaches who want to work the business but literally can't even afford barely to put food on the table for their 6 children, or who can hardly pay for the utilities or whatever else. Help them to build an at-home business. Help them change their lives, okay? No, you don't see a lot of return on that initially, but imagine if even a few of these people that you help for barely anything or for free turn out to be coaches or challengers later on. You'll have those Success Club points. You'll have that income. You'll have that rank, whatever, okay? But I will tell you that growing up, I lived in a house where all of our food was donated to us. We used the church donation service in the food pantry. And at one point growing up, we also used food stamps, but my mom tried really hard not to do that and to just use food pantries and things like that. Okay. We had to get assistance for oil or we were cold. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I keep yawning. But anyway, we had to get assistance for oil or we had to go cold. Okay, multiple blankets, sweaters while you're sleeping, that kind of thing. I was always hungry, always hungry. I wasn't starving, but I was very thin, I was very pale, and I was very hungry all the time. And the only times I did anything bad when I was a kid was literally stealing money to buy food, and I kid you not. So some people do truly need help. Some people were raised in an environment like that, never had a chance to save anything, never, got a good job, had kids too young, are a stay-at-home mom without any independent income, controlling husband maybe they're in an abusive relationship. You don't know what's going on in these people's lives. You don't know why they can't afford the fitness program. And you don't know why they can't afford a challenge pack. So trust that. If you've talked to them a couple times and it seems like it's not going to happen, offer to help them anyway and watch your business grow. Tip number 5, respond. Respond to messages. If people message you, get right back to them as soon as you can. Reply to comments people leave. Thank you so much, Shannon, for saying I look beautiful in this photo. I was actually a little self-conscious when I posted it. That made me feel so much better. Or someone comments they love your shoes. Thank you so much. I got them at Macy's. Half off Black Friday. I don't know. But respond to the messages, respond to the comments, connect with people, and just really make that effort. Answer phone calls if people call you. Answer questions in person if people are like, so what was that thing you posted on Facebook the other day? Do your best to explain in a simple way that gets them to be curious. So wear apparel with the logo of something on it. Carry around a bag that says, don't worry, I'm a Beachbody coach, or keep calm, I'm a Beachbody coach, or whatever. You put a bumper sticker on your car. Put something on your Facebook. Post and post and post and post. Okay? Talk about your amazing side job that you love so freaking much without saying what it is. And then when they ask you, just be like, I help people get healthy for a living. I help people with exercise and nutrition and positive thinking and community and accountability, and they rock it out. They lose all this weight. They get so energetic. They get so happy, and they're so grateful. And it is so fun to work with people who are that committed to being happy and healthy. Okay, so make them curious so you have something to respond to. Tip number 6, prove it. Do the freaking workouts, drink the dang shakes, and read those feel-good books already, okay? PD, Daily Shakeology, 30-minute workout. There are so many awesome freaking workouts out there right now, okay? You like bodybuilding, there's Body Beast, there's Hammer and Chisel. They're both amazing. You want to just do a mixed bag of everything because you actually hate exercise and you don't think you could do something 2 days in a row, 21-day fix or 21-day fix extreme. You like to really push it, Insanity Max 30, P90X, Insanity, okay? And you really want to just not work out for very long, 22-minute hardcores. You want to just dance, Size, or Country Heat that just came out is freaking amazing, and I'm in love with it. So do something to better yourself, okay? Read the PD because seriously, it will change your life. If you're not doing your personal development, you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to say, I'm not at Success Club yet. Are you inviting? Are you being patient? Did you just invite one day and nobody responded? Because that's not actually working your business, okay? So read personal development. Most of the personal development books that I suggest have something to do with being an entrepreneur too. They're confidence building, they're business boosting though. And they're going to give you some tricks and some tips, some inspirational quotes, some motivation. But there are also people who have been there, who have gone through what you're going through and who know it's hard to continue day after day after day, right? So read the books. You will understand what I mean when you start. The other options would be like doing other forms of personal development, like meditating, gratitude journaling, things like that, okay? Drink your Shakeology because healthier skin, hair, nails, better digestion, more energy, less cravings. Shall I go on? You guys know the benefits. If you don't, you need to learn them. You need to learn about the shakes and why they're important. If you have to like convince yourself to drink it one day, share about that. Talk about how you didn't like that recipe, you didn't like that flavor or consistency or something, but this is all the stuff about why it's good for you and why you decided to freaking do it anyway. Right? Connect with your team. Show up in our team page. Show up to team calls. Get on board, okay? If you are part of a community, you're going to have support. When you have questions, you're going to have people motivating you and inspiring you. And you're going to just, be a bigger part of this big picture. Recognize their good work. So your challengers and your coaches, when they have transformations, share the crap out of them, okay? Share them. Show people how awesome your people are doing. Show people how awesome you're doing, but prove it that this stuff works, that you can make a living with this business, that you can lose 10, 20, 40, 100 pounds plus with this business and with this company and with these products. Buddy system. Tip number 7. 2 minds are better than one. I have had countless success partners. They're all amazing people, and you're going to find people that are similar in their place in their journey. You're going to find people who have similar personalities, similar goals, and things like that. And you're going to use each other to learn, to feel motivated, and never give up. So if you're having a day and you're like, oh my word, there are too many groups, I can't even handle it, I haven't even invited today, I haven't done my workout, your buddy's going to be like, go freaking do your workout, listen to some PD while you're doing it, then invite your head off for a half hour, get back to me when you're done. Okay? This is the thing about buddy systems. They're not going to let you fail. They're not going to let you quit. And for some of you who aren't truly in this, you probably don't want one because you're scared that they're going to actually hold you accountable. But that is the point of those of you who want success, who want the income, who want the family of coaches, who want the experiences, the travel, the perks. Okay? You need a buddy system. You want people on your side. I have several groups of coaches that I talk to in just messaging groups. There's like 6 of us. And some weeks I'm super close with one girl, and the other weeks I'm super close with one of the other ones. But I always have someone to talk to. Always, always. And if I don't have anyone else, I'll reach out to my upline and I'll ask her what the heck I should do in a certain situation because she always knows. Tip number 8, write it out. Tracking your business. No one is perfect and no one can remember everything. So write it down and follow up. Don't let your potential coaches and challengers fall off the map because they will if you do not write it down. Okay? Write it out. Track your business. So there's a business activity tracker. You can make your own. You can literally keep a notebook and just put names down in pencil or pen. Lots of different options. What I like about the business activity tracker is it actually asks you to write down what rank you were and what you are this week and last week, how many Success Club points you earned, how many friends you added, all these different things. You could make your own with like how many followers you have, how many Facebook friends, how many whatever, how many Success Club points, and you could do one of those every week and just write the names on the back of the paper or something like that. But make sure you have some system for tracking your business and making sure that you're making continual progress so that you do not lose that momentum. Tip number 9, show up. National Wake Up Call is at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday. There is a number that is super easy to find. If you literally search National Wake Up Call Beachbody, you will find the number, I promise you. I've shared it in our group several times, but you are more than welcome to Google it and find it right now. They play also the replay of that all week long. There's also a podcast for National Wake Up Call, and you can listen to that almost as soon as they're done on Mondays. So I will frequently listen to it on Tuesday morning on my commute to work and while I'm getting ready in the shower. Team call, show up, okay? As a team, we can create goals. We can use each other for momentum. I can teach you. You can learn. You guys can become close friends. And when we go to events, you'll be seeing, honestly, some of your best friends if you show up to your team. Okay? The team page is a place to ask questions, to share positive things that have happened to you, to share how well your coaches are doing, to share helpful tips and tricks that you've learned, to teach each other, learn from each other, motivate each other, inspire each other, and keep each other accountable. Okay? Challenge groups, show up every day. Show up in the morning and be like, hey, just checking in. This is what I had for breakfast, blah, 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 blah. Gonna do my workout at 5. Okay? And then at 5:30, show up and say, did my workout. Here's my sweaty selfie. I'm so proud of myself. What did you do? Then that's going to inspire people who haven't worked out yet to freaking work out already, right? Show up in the sneak peeks. The momentum and the energy in there needs to be high. If not, people don't sign up and it kind of kills everyone's prospects, not just your own. Events. Show up to events. And I mean this not like event pages, although that's good too, but events in person. Super Saturday is this coming Saturday. There's still time to buy a ticket. There's still time to find one. There's one around you somewhere, I promise. So I'm going to the one in Portland, Maine. I'm going with Malin and with Catherine. And I don't know who else is going, but I hope so many people because we're going to have so much freaking fun. And they're going to give us trainings and they're going to do a workout with us. And it's just going to be a freaking blast. So show up to those. Show up to Super Saturdays. Show up to Summit. Show up to trainings. Whatever there is going on around you. If there are retreats, make sure you're qualifying for those. And just really make the most of your Beachbody business because it has so much to offer. I have traveled more in the last year and a half than I have in my entire life, hands down. And it is so freaking fun. And I can't believe I'm going to New Orleans. I can't even say that, and I don't know why I'm saying it weird. But anyway, I'm going to New Orleans next year for Summit, and I can't freaking wait, and I want you all there with me. Yolanda came with me this year to Summit, and it was so freaking cool to get to know each other. It was so, so awesome. We hustled together to hit Success Club. We both hit Success Club 10. I got 14. I believe she got 12. And it was just really freaking cool to work together and to be around each other. Show up to your trainings. If you are looking to get to Emerald, and there's a Push to Emerald group that I'm running, please show up every day. Read the training. That's why it's there. Or go to your online office and do your own trainings. If you're pushing for Diamond, show up to the training so that I can tell you what to do to get to Diamond. You know what I mean? So tell me what you'd like for trainings. I will happily run anything, even for just one person, anytime. And always in your Coach Online office under news and training, there's tons of training. Perfect for you. And tip number 10, be proud. Educate yourself about what you're doing. Did you know that Beachbody started with only 41 coaches way back? And I want to say it was like 14 years ago, something like that. But anyway, it was in the early 2000s, I think. But only 41 coaches. And I don't even know if they were getting paid, but they had no training. They had no system. There was no Success Club. There was no Shakeology. They had like one program. They had an online thing that you could pay for that was literally Michi's Ladder, if you've heard of that, and like some way to track your progress and your like measurements and your weight and things. But it was basically nothing. And it was almost impossible to sell. And it was almost impossible to do anything with what they had. But 41 people agreed to be part of Carl Daikeler's crazy plan to create this Team Beachbody situation, right? Eventually, they realized that infomercials were working really well. They were having good sales, but people weren't using their products. And there was still this trend of obesity going up, as it still is to this day. So they decided that what was missing was accountability and education. So they let people sign up as coaches, like brand ambassadors, but coaches who could work with people to help them get fit, to get healthy, to eat better, drink more water, be more positive, and just be good examples to each other. So Carl Daikeler is the genius behind this, and he has done an amazing job with encouraging health and fitness. But he also has been just growing and growing and growing this business. He works with us so well to encourage us to really help people and change lives, and it's not about the money, and he continues to say that. So did you know that that's how the company started? Did you know that now we have almost 500,000 coaches from 41 when it started? Did you know that we're A+ on the Better Business Bureau? Did you know those things about the company you work for? Did you know that a lot of the leaders in the company are extremely religious and that their integrity is kind of out of this world? So educate yourself about what it is that you stand for, what it is you're involved in, so that you can be proud when you talk to people about it. Talk about your company, your business that you own, that you're the CEO of, with confidence. Tell people you're a coach. When they say, what is all that working out you're doing? Be like, I'm a freaking coach and I run my own business and I make income to help people get healthy, which is super rewarding for me. And I love what I do. Don't be like, I'm involved with Beachbody, like it's some freaking pyramid scheme, because that is not what it is. Pyramid schemes do not give people the results they're asking for. They don't take their money and give them a quality product in return. Pyramid schemes scam people. Okay, so educate yourself on what you're involved in and what an amazing opportunity it is, so that when you're talking to people, you can be proud and you can share with them just what you're doing. Show them that you're serious about your business. So I was saying earlier, this might sound cheesy to you, but I literally have business cards and I hand them out because I'm serious about my business, and I want when I talk to people about what I do, I want them to know that I actually do it, and I want them to know what that means. So I give them something that has my website on it. I give them something that has my email if they have questions. And I give them something that has a before and after of the progress I've had, so that they can see that it really, truly works. It's not just a name on a piece of paper. So show people you're serious, post, prove that you are part of the solution. And I'm trying to stop screen sharing. There we go. Okay. So that was my 10 tips for Beachbody success. So this webinar is going to go into our team page, but it's also going to stay on my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And I'm going to do one of these every single week. Every week it'll be posted by Wednesday night. I'm not going to say a set time, but this will be in place of our team calls, and any announcements or anything that you guys need will definitely be in the Royal Republic call on Monday nights at 9 p.m. So please let me know if you'd like the link to that, but you should all be in that team page. And if you're not, please let me know. Okay, good night.